Eh bien bonjour les amis, c'est VOLDO pour cette partie 2 sur Twin Mirrors. J'espère que vous allez bien, moi ça va nickel. On poursuit tranquillement hein, ce let's play. Comme d'habitude, n'oubliez pas évidemment de vous abonner, que ce soit sur la chaîne YouTube ou sur Twitch évidemment, sur lequel je fais quelques lives. Je vais peut-être en faire un peu moins parce que je me rends compte que finalement, si on voit pas ma gueule, ça perd un peu de l'intérêt. Donc peut-être qu'on attendra que je sois équipé en fibre. On verra. Ça devrait arriver en début d'année. Ben, je vous souhaite un très bon moment. Comme d'habitude, on va faire une vingtaine de minutes, enfin 30 minutes. Voilà. Allez, on y va. Je remets juste ma tronche. C'est parti. On était ici, hein. On allait arriver dans le bar, donc c'est nickel.
I'm not ready for this. Here we go.
C'était pas du petit chargement, hein.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right
On a
after
quelques amis,
this,
je pense
right?
qu'on va lui tenir tête
Just
direct.
really embracing those hick stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Gentlemen. We get you good old boys another round.
Mighty kind of you, Declan.
You're not worth it, Higgs. Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
C'est bon, on s'est pas fait des amis. C'est lui qui a commencé, je suis là. Voilà. Je pense que c'est la bonne
I'm only here
réponse.
to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. Shame that. You watch yourself.
Ok, qu'est-ce
Think
qu'il y a à
it's time
boire?
I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right? Declan lacks subtlety, but he loves this town like no one else.
You always did know how to start a ruckus. Can't say I missed that.
Old-timers in general already don't like me, and the article just made it worse.
Hey Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy.
Ah voilà, on
just
sait
after
comme il est
that.
mort, donc c'est bien un accident de voiture.
no.
Hein.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
Oh, you read it. What do you think?
Of the writing? Fine. Fine. Of the reporting? Something that needed to be done. Many medicines are a bitter brew, but you still need to take them.
That's nice of you to say.
Now, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Il y a un paquet de monde à aller voir en fait. C'est pas mal le petit commentaire qu'il y a. Discuter avec Cathy.
Should I have brought flowers? Do people expect me to? There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking his death hard. Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town. All right?
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Pas les mentales. Un joli nom pour dire conscience ou... Je crois que je vais arrêter de désactiver systématiquement ma webcam en fait. Ça... Je sais jamais quand il y a des dialogues ou pas, donc ça sert un peu à rien.
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path?
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up. You probably saved some lives, you know.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Muley.
You piece of
Language.
Is that a wedding ring?
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... it feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy. This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. Happier times. He was more her best friend than a dad. Look at us. I wonder who took that picture. Bug was so small back then. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Those two were a great team.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood? Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Je vais répondre ça, tiens.
Well, Dennis, I won the bet I had with myself that you'd be an asshole right off the bat.
That was a safe bet.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you've been.
Yeah, like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
That's right.
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying here.
Attends, je fais juste... Tiens. Voilà, c'est bon, c'est ce que je voulais. Très bien. Hop. Bah, on va aller voir Anna, hein. C'est un petit peu le bordel, mais bon.
Has it really been 2 years since I saw her? She hasn't changed a bit. Anna?
Sam!
Ah bah non, on a un beau câlin. Ah, je lui fais un câlin direct.
I've missed you. Why did it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
On va être honnête.
I won't lie, it really hurt coming back. I stopped by Lookout Point on the way here.
Sam, why'd you do that to yourself?
A desire to open old wounds? The old-timers gave me hell when I came in, too.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
Est-ce qu'on fait le mec frustré? Allez.
I wish everyone else understood that.
People are scared. Mad. You were easy to blame. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's... Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize...
Attends, que je comprenne bien, ça veut dire que Nick, il lui a piqué sa meuf à Sam? Alors j'ai pas compris. J'ai peut-être pas compris.
how much I cared for him.
Ah voilà. On se pose bien la même question.
But you and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago, he never told you? He asked me to let him be the one to say something. You two had been so close.
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
Ouais, Sam.
That's the worst part, right? Anything broken just stays broken now. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous?
Whew. Now this is a real
J'aimerais bien
can of
savoir qui
worms.
c'est
This is
lui.
a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always...
Merde, j'aurais pas dû faire ça.
I get it. I just... You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate when
Yep.
this stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
J'aurais pas dû faire ça.
Samuel, come, have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
En fait, vu que je me suis engagé auprès de Joanne pour mener l'enquête, je me suis dit qu'il fallait que je prenne des infos. Mais c'était maladroit. Attends, je vais juste regarder parce qu'on a chopé quand même quelques infos. Putain, on avait pas mal de persos quand même. Ouais, on les fera progressivement parce qu'il y en a.
Pretty courageous of him to try his luck in Basswood, given the state of things. There was no love lost between Kathy and Nick since their divorce, but anyone can see she's taking his death hard.
Là, j'y suis allé. Eux, je les ai pas vus, je crois. Bon, bah, y a rien à faire. Et elle, c'est qui?
I've never known Tara to not take over a conversation.
Putain.
So tragic, what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but, you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of
Putain, elle est
course.
vachement morbide,
I didn't
elle.
mean to be rude, Sam.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
Là, je peux boire un canon. Dennis, on lui a
Dennis, bitter and jaded. He's even worse than the
on a
last
déjà
time we
discuté avec
spoke.
lui.
People leave you or they die. That's the only way anything ends.
Sure.
You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more. Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well. He's owned this bar for almost a decade and still can't afford another employee.
Elle va boire cette foutue bière.
It does look tempting.
Non, je peux pas.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Ah, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there, with a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
No, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
He got married young and had a kid. Then broke up and dated my ex. And they were happy. In love. Anna clearly cared about him a lot.
Oh, my boy, you can't compare lives. Just like you can't compare pain. They just simply are. The friend of man, the friend of truth. The friend of age, and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warmed. Few hearts with knowledge so informed. If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns. That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Oh, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
Allez, on va boire un canon.
Put that down! Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Anything can lose his
I wasn't
license.
doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Leave me alone. You guys are all so stupid!
You do not talk to people that way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
Ah bah voilà, on a fait une bonne action. Ça c'est bien. Ça va mal finir, Sam.
What a night! I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
J'ai bien envie de comprendre qui est ce type.
Hey, I didn't ask for you to be here. To come back. I couldn't let you miss this. You just showed up. You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking, and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises. No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? Ugh, I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up.
Bon, on va s'arrêter là pour cette partie 2. On attaquera la partie 3 d'ici peu. De toute façon, je vais l'enchaîner. Moi, j'aime bien pour le moment tout ce qu'on a fait. L'intrigue s'installe. Donc, c'est plutôt intéressant. Je vous invite, comme d'habitude, à ne pas oublier de vous abonner, forcément, si ce n'est pas déjà fait, pour voir la suite. Et sinon, je vous donne rendez-vous très bientôt pour qu'on puisse faire la suite de Twin Mirror, partie 3. C'était VOLDO. A plus. Ciao.